Hey guys, I think I have this working now. I haven't had a video in a long time because this brand new camera that I have, HD camera from Microsoft, it's a LifeCam HD 5000. It's nothing too spectacular, but it wasn't working on this computer. Come to find out, the computer's old, so I had to drop the resolution quite a bit and take off the true color. So hopefully I will at least have a video where my vocal and the pictures will match up, and it won't change my voice into some sultry soul singer, which was kind of awesome, but I want you to be able to understand me, and for my own records I would like to understand myself too. So I haven't posted in a long time, mostly because I haven't been doing well, and haven't been doing well meaning emotionally. It's been a very long journey just the past few months, and I've had a few blog entries, but I think the biggest problem that I had was knowing that once my treatments stopped in October, I had about a good month of feeling better. Hey, sweetie. I have my 4-year-old sleeping on my lap. I think she's starting to get sick, so. In any case, I had about a month, and then I started to get sick again, and I didn't want to acknowledge it, and I thought maybe I was just getting run down or not used to it. I tried to build up my energy level and conquer the fatigue and get back on a great sleeping schedule and eating healthy, and I did. I was doing really well, and no matter what I could do for myself, I think there was a lot of symptoms manifesting still, so I had to deal with those. And during the holidays and being primary president and dealing with a few other issues, it was a little difficult. So time passes, and I didn't document a lot of things that had happened. We had 2 deaths in the family, one being someone who I would like to call Grandpa, even though he wasn't officially married into the family. He was a very good best friend of my grandma, and we adored him, and he passed away, and that was tough, and I can't imagine what my grandma had to go through, and losing a lifelong friend like that. And then my uncle passed away just December 20th, and so that was difficult, and I know it was more difficult for his wife and his mom and his children and grandchildren and my mother, and I'm his niece, but it still was difficult. It happened all in the day while I was just released from the hospital with heart problems, which was my second time since treatments, I think, that I've been in the hospital for heart issues. And they're all the same thing. I don't think they're Lyme related. It doesn't sound like a heart block or anything like that, but I still need to get that checked out. I have an appointment in March that will do that. But I think the toughest thing that was happening to me was emotionally knowing that even though I finished treatments, I was not the same me. And that was really tough. And I'm still battling with that now. I've started treatments again. I think what really pushed it over the edge for me to finally go back to see my infectious disease doctor, who is the closest to a Lyme literate doctor in Las Vegas. And she's actually very well, so I say she's pretty Lyme literate. But to get me back in there to see them, it was something I started noticing, and then after I'd made the appointment, my husband just kind of confirmed that I was glad I made the appointment. I was having kind of tremors, and I thought they were maybe related to a sleeping pill or a pain pill that wasn't helping, and then I realized they were still happening whether I took them or not. And my husband told me after I had made the appointment that I was having them in my sleep, and he says, "You don't remember me holding you down for 2 hours last night?" I have no recollection. All I know is the next morning I wake up completely exhausted, horrible headache, felt like I didn't sleep at all and could barely function. I was completely down. So anyway, I told all this to the doctor. We're running a few tests. I have a blog entry about it. And hopefully we'll get to the bottom of it. It might be just we're testing to make sure there's no lesions or anything in my brain, in my head, and we're also running some genetic testing to see how my body is detoxing, and if it's not detoxing properly, then a lot of these symptoms that I'm having could be because of that, and not necessarily, I want to say not necessarily the symptoms of Lyme, but it kind of is, because it really is because of Lyme. But my body is, hopefully this is what's happening, is it's killing the Lyme, taking care of it, but my body's not able to detox and get rid of the dead bacteria and all the toxins it produces. So I'm having the issues from that. So we'll find out. I'm not sure if either way. I am on oral antibiotics, doxycycline right now, but we'll see next Tuesday, which is in a week from tomorrow. A week from tomorrow. I'm looking at the time. Whether or not I'll go back in. So, but I just wanted to do a video blog because I wanted to talk a little bit more about emotionally what I went through. It's difficult for me to type what it is, and I hesitated for a week and a half to do this video. So it's not easy to talk about because talking about it sort of makes it more real, but it is good to talk about it. I am not bedridden. I am not undiagnosed. I have not had full-blown symptoms for decades. I have doctors that will treat me and that can use antibiotics, as well as recommending other natural alternatives. So I'm very fortunate. I have a high advantage over others. I also have a support group of friends and family and a few other limey friends, we'll call it, that I've acquired through social media, and it's been a big help to know that this is happening to other people, because it does feel like it's all in my head. It really does feel like this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. There's no visual scar on my body. I'm not in a wheelchair. I don't have full-blown ALS, or I don't have Bell's palsy. I don't have MS advanced, so I'm very grateful for that, because it means I caught it earlier, that it didn't manifest in those ways because it was so advanced. So I can't imagine what people go through on a daily basis having to face that. So it helps me to put my situation into perspective, and I use that to hold on, because when I'm in the extreme pain, or where my brain just feels like it's not working, or it feels like I'm going to be taking these stinking pills for the rest of my life, or getting PICC lines every year, or doing who knows what, and knowing what it's doing to my body constantly, and it will be for the rest of my life a constant battle. It sometimes really gets to you, because you just don't want to deal with it anymore. You're in constant pain, can't function. You really feel useless when it gets that bad. I've actually been having a good day or 2.5, and it's been a nice break. But I know, based off of my recent track record, that's not going to last. So, to keep me moving forward, I have to know I have to wait out the storm, because it is a roller coaster and it does have its ups and downs. And for me, thankfully, I still have ups. A lot of Lyme patients do not have many ups at all. They're fighting it a lot harder than I am, and I admire them because they've been through so much and it's made them stronger. Even though if I have people tell me that I'm strong, I just really don't feel it, because you have to be on guard all the time. And I always want a break, and I always want to take a vacation from it. And even if I don't talk about it, or I stay off of social media, or I don't research it, I still every day taking my pills, even if it's just maintaining my vitamins, or it just is a constant reminder. The pain is a constant reminder. The inability to think and to function and to recall things and to remember and not getting lost, and the insomnia, or the pain insomnia as I call it. It's no escaping it. So the only way I have to do it is by distracting myself and thinking positive. And whenever I start thinking that way, I literally have to shake myself out of it and get up and move on. Got laundry to do, get up and go do it. I don't care how hard it hurts. I don't care how much it hurts. I mean, I don't care. Oh, my baby girl. Oh. You want to go lay down with Mama? Here. And then I have my babies to take care of. This one is my rock. I talk about her a lot. And I think she's getting sick. So anyway, another reason why I don't do a lot of videos, I am hardly ever alone by myself. Ever. And when the kids are asleep and I talk, somebody hears me and wakes up because Mommy's talking. But I think she's actually starting to get sick. It's another thing. I have a lot of things in my life that help keep me going, besides friends and family, and my children definitely are one of them, but this one especially. What's that? Is that Mommy? Is that Mommy? Oh. Is that Gracie? Oh, with your cute little nose. And tonight will be another night, because I'll be up with her. Those are the nights I don't mind, because it's because of being up with my children. I would take that any day over staying up all night because I'm in pain. Right now, I would rate my pain level out of 4. It's very manageable. I could ignore it pretty easy. The hardest is when you stop moving. When you stop move. Sorry. It sort of allows you to realize the pain that you're in. So that's why nights are the hardest for me, especially to fall asleep, because my body is not being distracted, and unfortunately keeping up the activities wears me out completely, and it's kind of it's kind of a difficult situation, because where I know if I get up and waste my energy on something just to distract me while I'm waiting for an event to happen, then at that event I'll be less effective. And so it's a learning experience for me right now, but emotionally I think is my biggest trial. Not just what Lyme has done to my brain and to the way, the side effects of it all, like not getting enough sleep sends me into huge flares. It is by far one of the worst. High activity to low activity, those don't seem to affect it. They do, but it doesn't seem to have a pattern that I'm noticing too much, because one day I'll have high activity and the next day I'm fine. And then I'll have a day of low activity as yesterday, and today I hurt really bad earlier. So it's just, it is what it is. It's very confusing. But a lot of times I have to remember I am 30 something. Won't say the exact age. I don't really mind, but a lot of these pains that are going to start happening are because I'm getting older, and it's just kind of what happens. So, but I would like to stay pretty active so that that doesn't end up being the case. So now that I've got my video figured out, I will make a better attempt at visually talking to you guys. If not myself, to future me, so I can remember where I've been. Sometimes reading my entries is one way to express, but I think hearing it from my own voice, I know myself better. And so I've watched a few of my own videos just to kind of remind myself, and it's been an encouragement to me. So even if no one watches these, this is my video diary, but it is out there. It's in no way professional, and I am no way scripted, and in no way entertaining or probably even planned out very well, but it's for me. So, alright, we'll see you later, and I gotta go take care of my little lady. Good night, guys.